Come shopping with me at Hermes India Part 2, how to get a bag in Delhi. Thank you, Kushi, for the comment, the question, the request. Okay, so recap. This is Hermes Delhi in India. It's the only store in Delhi, one of 3 in all of India. The other 2 in Mumbai, and I'm doing videos on those as well. It's a small store. This is the bag section. They do not have any Birkins or Kellys on display. They have, I believe that's intentional to discourage people from coming in and saying, I want that bag, give me that bag, as Indians would do. Anyone would do. They have every other type of bag on display. These are technically not available either, but I think for the right customer, the right purchase history, the right spend, they'd probably offer these. I was able to get offered one of like this Kelly pocket strap right here. And at Mumbai, they offered me a display item too. So that's what I think. To answer some of your questions, you don't need an appointment to go in. You can't just walk in and someone will help you. But people do make appointments as well. You need to make a wish list to get a bag. You have to have a profile in India. Your profile in India is separate of your profile in any other country. So you have to have a separate India profile and have a relationship with one store ideally. You can have a relationship with all 3, but if you want to get a bag, they recommend you buying at the same store consistently. After I walked around for a little bit, I got to an essay and I asked all my questions about how to get a bag. I'm going to keep their face out of it for, whatever, privacy. But I first did a lap around the store. I looked at a couple things and then I brought out my mini Kelly and I started talking to the essay about the mini Kelly, my love for Hermes, my love for different leathers. They looked at it. They loved it. They thought it was so beautiful and amazing. I let them touch it without gloves, even though they said they weren't going to touch it without gloves. Funnily enough, they put gloves on for everything else that they showed me, even the small leather goods. But I digress. Whatever. What's done is done. I think showing them the bag, telling them I got the special order and my love for the brand and talking about the leathers and everything like that helped. They definitely said that most people in India just come in and ask for a bag. They don't know. They just say they want this bag. I want this bag because somebody else has this bag, right? I want a Birkin because blah, 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 auntie has a Birkin or whatever it is. They don't really know what they want. They don't really know the colors, the sizes, the leathers. They don't really know anything about Hermes or the history or like anything about the brand or the heritage. They just want it because it's coveted and because everyone else has it or because it's hard to get or it's a status symbol. India's all about status. We all know this, okay? So they said what would help getting a bag is having knowledge about it, understanding the brand, understanding the colors, kind of like in Paris. Being able to speak with knowledge and understanding the brand helps. They want to give the bags to people that love the brand and will use the bags and will appreciate them, not just anyone. And because they get so few, they are very selective with who they give it to. You have to make a profile, like I said, then there's a wish list. You make a wish list for what you want. While I was there, I tried on this strap, like I said, that was available. It was too short. It was 85 centimeters. I asked for 105. They didn't have any 105s. I would have taken it if it was 105 because I do want a black strap. I think it looks good with my mini. But for right now, I have a tube one. And then to spend pretty regularly, a good amount of pre-spend before they will offer you a bag. Any bag. Obviously, the non-quota easier bags will be easier to get with less purchase history and the quota bags will take longer. I think that in Delhi, people do buy a lot and spend a lot anyway. So I think that they know that so they can, get people to spend a lot, basically. So the game is not too different from the US. You create a purchase history, you buy things, come in regularly, buy stuff, build a profile, build a relationship with your SA and with the store. Pick one SA, one store. Mumbai told me I could go back and forth. But I think Delhi, they said to stick to Delhi, or actually the Delhi guy said to go to Mumbai and try there because I'd have more luck because there's more stock there, which I find hard to believe. I also saw this lady with a Birkin, just zooming in on it. Fabulous. She was a diva. So there's also a very, very long wait list. There's a lot of people asking for these bags. Like I said, people just want it because they want it. And people are spending like left and right to get it, but they still might not give it to the people that don't appreciate the bag. So I think people spending willy-nilly just expecting a bag might not get it. I did spend some time talking to this auntie, which I'll show her later, but she has gotten a bunch of bags here. She's been spending for years and years and years and years, but she says her most quota bags, she still flies to Paris to get, which I think is generally the understanding, which I understand for them. They don't get that many bags sent here because not that many people will be buying the bags here. The clientele that would be buying the bags also go to other countries and buy the bags in other countries, especially Paris. And so they don't send as many bags here anyway because they don't want to be able to offer it to just anybody. They want a specific clientele. As Hermes always does, they want you to love the brand and understand the brand. It's not about like how, in my opinion, it's not about how rich you are or how much you spend. It's if you're a good representation of the brand. If they want you to carry the bag. If you're classy, if you're elegant, if you're there, if you represent what they want and have a love for the brand. I think the love for the brand is a huge part. That's why they make you spend in other categories because they want you to really appreciate the brand and love everything that they have to offer. Understand the workmanship, the craftsmanship, the heritage, everything like that. Anyway, the essay brought out this other strap, which was 105. This is for like a little Sangle strap, woolly strap with the little things. I have this in a different color. And this was with Palladium hardware, so I was like, no. But the essay put on gloves to touch this. Isn't that crazy? Most stores, they don't use gloves. This essay, I think in India, they use gloves for everything. So that was nice. There is a little bit of a, like this Indian, I don't know what the right word is, but how they treat customers or like how workers and staff or waiters, restaurant things treat customers is very like respectful with like too much respect, almost like they treat you like royalty, like a king. It's always sir this and sir that. And anyway, I can do a whole other video on that, but that's pretty much my understanding of the bag process. It's pretty similar to other places and they don't have a lot of stock. But I feel like if you came in and spent a lot of money, you would be more likely to get a bag. And they don't have a lot of stock of other things too. So it's like really hard to spend the money. But even if you do, I feel like some of these people that I met and saw were spending lots of money and they still were not getting offered things. You know, they still have to wait. Whether you spend it or not, you still have to wait. I think very rarely they just offer it to you on the spot. I think they'll call you in for something. Hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any other questions. I tried to go slower, talk slower, film slower, be more succinct. Happy to do another part though. So